Hello, today we are going to learn about the super function in Python. The super function is used in object-oriented programming when we have a child class that inherits from a parent class, but we still want to use a method from the parent class inside the child class. This is useful when we need to modify a method in the child class while still keeping some functionality from the parent class. Let's go step by step. First, we will create a simple car class that calculates fuel consumption. This will be our parent class. Every car in this class will have a fuel cost rate of 12 cents per mile. We define an init_ma method that initializes the car's model and a method called calculate_mileage, which takes the number of miles driven and calculates the fuel cost by multiplying the miles by $0.12 per mile. Now let's create an instance of this class. We create a Toyota Camry and we calculate the fuel cost for driving 10 miles. The result is $1.20. Now let's move to the second step. Instead of just using the car class, let's create a truck class that inherits from the car class. Since we have not made any changes to the truck class yet, it automatically inherits everything from the car class. This means that if we create an instance of the truck class and call the calculate_mileage method, the fuel cost will still be 12 cents per mile, just like a regular car. Now, let's test this with a Ford F-150 truck and calculate the fuel cost for driving 10 miles. As expected, the result is still $1.20 because we have not modified anything yet. Now let's move to the third step. Trucks generally consume more fuel than regular cars. So let's override the calculate_mileage method in the truck class and change the fuel consumption rate for trucks to 15 cents per mile. Now when we create an instance of a truck and calculate the fuel cost for 10 miles, the result is $1.50 instead of $1.20. This confirms that overriding works, and the truck class now uses its own calculate_mileage method instead of the one from the car class. Now let's move to the final step. Imagine we want trucks to have different fuel consumption rates depending on where they are driving. When trucks are on regular roads, they consume 15 cents per mile, but when they are driving on a highway, they consume 12 cents per mile, just like a regular car. To achieve this, we use the super function. We define a new method in the truck class called highway mileage. Inside this method, instead of using 15 cents per mile, we call the calculate_mileage method from the car class using super. This allows us to use the original 12 cents per mile calculation when the truck is on a highway. Now, let's test it with a Chevrolet Silverado. When we calculate the fuel cost for 10 miles on the highway, the result is $1.20, just like a regular car. This is the power of super. It allows us to override methods while still being able to use the original method from the parent class when needed. To summarize, super is useful when you want to modify some behavior in a child class, but still keep part of the functionality from the parent class. It helps you reuse code efficiently without rewriting everything. That concludes today's lesson on super. Thank you, and I will see you in the next session.